Hey guys, I got another nutrition video for you. I shared that TDE calculator, and a lot of people started calculating their calories, their macros, all that kind of stuff. That is great. I just want to clarify a few things here. So I'm just gonna have some numbers here. For example, you can plug your numbers into that TDE calculator and kind of follow along here. But for this example, I'm gonna use a 150-pound female woman. Female means woman, I guess, so redundant, age 40. And I put in exercises like moderate, like 3 to 4 days a week in the gym. So those are just the numbers I'm pulling off of. You can adjust this as needed, but these are the numbers that spit out. I have a 30% body fat, a 25% body fat, and a 20% body fat. If you don't have a way to measure that accurately, you can honestly just Google like percent body fat in women and it'll show you examples, and then you can kind of match up what you think your body fat is compared to that and just be as accurate as you can. As you can see, it does change the numbers somewhat significantly, so I think it would be a good piece of information to plug into this calculator. But the main thing I want to go over here today is that initial number it's going to spit out is going to be your maintenance calories. That's what it's going to take to kind of remain at the same body weight, kind of the same body composition, although not really. We'll get to that in a second. But I think the misconception or the thing where you can get a little bit screwed up is people will look at that and they'll be like, okay, so those are what I need to stay at my same body weight, but my goal is to lose 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds, whatever your goal is. So they immediately click on the cut tab, meaning you're going to be going into more of a calorie deficit, and that's going to drop these numbers significantly. So I have the same numbers, body fat percentages, and then the calories associated with that. Here's the problem. I don't think people totally understand what a cut is. A cut is a intentional and kind of guided way to drop body fat. And it really only should be done after you have established those maintenance calories for a significant period of time. I think like probably 3 months at the earliest, depending on your experience with macro tracking, calorie counting, that type of thing. So what I would like to get across here is you get these maintenance calories. I would like to see you hitting those maintenance calories for at least 3 months. And what I think most people will find is that their body composition starts changing when they hit these maintenance calories. If you try to go right into a cut, chances are you don't have the built up fitness, the built up muscle mass. So you're essentially cutting from nothing. We need to build ourselves up. And I'm not talking about like bulking here or like trying to put on tons of muscle mass. But these calories numbers here are going to help you build fitness. And like in that previous video, I talked about building up that BMR, building up your muscle mass to help basically turn you into a calorie burning machine. Hitting these numbers is going to allow you to do that. It's going to allow you to bring intensity in the gym, put on that muscle mass. After doing this for 3 months, like I said, I think a lot of people will start seeing body composition changes that they are going to be happy with. At that point, if you've created consistency, and I need to go back a little bit, I'm talking about hitting these calories and your macros within like 90% just about every single day for 3 months. So that in and of itself is a huge accomplishment, something that a lot of people aren't able to do. Then and only then should you be looking at doing something like a cut. If you do end up doing something like this, we have some people in the gym who are doing it right now who have years of macro tracking experience. You should be prepared to be lower energy. You are not going to perform as well in the gym. You're probably going to be a little bit low energy. And something like this done, if it's fairly aggressive, it might only be like 2 or 3 weeks. If it's a little bit less aggressive, it could be like 6 or 10 weeks. So this can kind of be changed depending on your situation. But just know that when you start working out in a calorie deficit, you're going to lose energy. So if you're already in a calorie deficit, you're already not eating enough, and you feel like you don't have energy, you feel like you can't bring intensity, this is the last thing we want to do. We're just going to be pouring from an empty cup. So my challenge to everybody, figure out your maintenance calories and macros and try to hit them just about every single day for 3 months or longer. I know some people don't like tracking macros and they don't like tracking calories. That's okay. Really, it doesn't matter if you track them. It's just, you're just doing guesswork at that point. So I do think it's worth tracking for a short period of time. It's not something you have to do every day for the rest of your life. But if you can get dialed in for 3 or 4 months with tracking macros, you can then kind of go away from it and you're going to stay fairly close. But if you never commit to getting the information, you really are just going to be in the dark and guessing forever. So challenge is figure out your maintenance calories, hit those numbers just about every day for 3 months. If you don't see the body composition changes that you want, then maybe you could start looking at reducing calories. So I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, start a conversation in the comments.